In today's class or video, I am going to explain the poem written by John Berryman, and the name of the poem is Ball Poem. This is the picture of the ball which I have drawn. This is a ball. This is the picture of a ball which you can see on the board. What does the ball stand for according to the poet? According to the poet, the ball stands for
His childhood.
the childhood of the poet. What does it stand for?
The
childhood of.
The poet.
This is the most vivid description of the poem is based on the childhood, understood, of the poet. But why does the poet think only about his childhood? And why did he find it important to describe the beauty of his childhood with the use of a ball? You know, the poet, if you ask me, was one of the best poets the Americans have ever known. Understood? Americans, he was one of the best American poets. John Berryman lost his father. The day he lost his father, it seemed to him as if the loss of his father was like that of the lost ball that he played with all through his boyhood or childhood days. Understood? Like the poem says, the ball that he was playing with. Where does a boy play with the ball? Either on the lane in front of their house, or on the lane at the back of their house, or on the lanes that surround their houses. Okay. Or in the field in front of their house. You get it? That is how they spend their childhood days, understood, or boyhood days playing with the ball, isn't it? And what is the ball a symbol of? A ball is a symbol of joy, happiness of childhood or boyhood. Understood? So it is clear to us that the ball stands for the childhood or boyhood of the poet. And boyhood, if you learn only about the boyhood, what does this boyhood contain? Boyhood is a very nice time. What is the boyhood? It is a very nice time of a person's life. What is the boyhood or childhood compared to? The childhood or the boyhood of a person's life is compared to the best part, to the best time of one's life. Isn't it? Isn't it the best time? It is the best part, it is the best time of a person's life. Why? Because they get to spend, or a child gets to spend most of the time of his childhood or boyhood in the company of his parents. It means he spends it either in the company of his father or in the company of his mother. You know, there was a poem that I read when I was a child. There was one boy, and his mother used to play the appassionata. Appassionata means piano. Every time she played, the boy felt as if he was in a world of, he was in paradise. It is because it is his mother who converted the world into a paradise for him through the play of a musical instrument called appassionata, or like I told you, what is appassionata? And is that clear? That's how our parents beautify our world when we are children. Our parents make or add beauty to the beauty of the world with their sweet presence, with the love and care that they shower on us. They rear us with all the love in the world. They make us feel as if they are always with us at every stage of our life. This is the reason children grow up without fear. They grow up in the company of their God and Goddess like parents. But these parents who the poets see as the beauty of the game played with a ball, understood? If these people disappear from our life, understood? Do the world around us look very beautiful? Means this world of reality take the most beautiful things away from our life at some point of time. Do not this happen? We all are aware that man is mortal. We live here either for 50, 60, 70 or 100 years. Not more than that. Sooner or later, we all have to do. Similarly, when our parents leave us, understood, when their duty is done, or maybe due to disease, due to illness, due to problems, due to the diseases they are suffering, if they end up, if they die, understood, their deaths result in disaster. Their disappearance from our life or their deaths leave us lost and lost. Their deaths leave us unbearable pain, which most of us find very difficult to get over. We cannot even think of life without them for some time soon after we lose them. But somehow or other, we manage to get over the pain of separation from the nearest and dearest ones who made the life a source of everlasting happiness, who added the beauty to the time of childhood. It is a fact that you have to accept the harsh realities of life, the true lesson of life, be it painful or unbearable. You have to accept it. Whether you like it or not, you have to bear with the pain of separation. This is the story of reality. This is the truth of life. These realities of life have to be faced by each and every person. Like my parents lost both my parents. My father lost his mother when he was a little boy. He used to go to school when he was a school going boy. Even my mom, she was 19 years old when she lost both father and mother. But they managed to understood. But the time they spent in the company of their parents was the most beautiful. So the bond stands for the beauty of the
life.
beauty of the best time of life, that is childhood, played with a ball. Played with a ball means the ball is associated with or linked to the memories of
The childhood.
childhood. The childhood that is spent in the company of our parents. Understood? So what happened? I'm just giving you the example. What does the boy? Then there was a time. What was it? The boy is playing every day. He's coming out of the house and playing with the ball in front of the house. Maybe on the lane in front of their house. They're playing every day. What happened? Suppose this is a lane in front of the house and there is a pond maybe. Just right in front of the house. Maybe by the side of the what? The lane, the road, the street, the bylane. Understood? Maybe there is a pond on the by the side of the road. And what happened? The boy comes out with a ball in his hand every day, playing on the street in front of their house. But one day what happened? He came out with a ball in his hand. Suddenly the ball fell from his hand. Understood? It went flowing or bouncing up and down the straight and went into the river or went into the water body. If I say water body, it's not clear whether it is pond, river, lake or something. It went into the water body, it fell into the water body. The boy stood looking at the ball. What it stands for is the ball fell from his hand and went straight into the
Water.
stream. Clear? And he kept looking at the. What does it mean? What it means is the ball was merrily bouncing upon the road and went into the pond or into the stream or into the river. The boy didn't go. Jumped into the river to bring it back. All he did was he kept looking. Kept looking means he started gazing. Gazing means he looked at it
Ball.
with fixed, like he eyed, he fixed gaze. He was looking at it with fixed gaze. Understood? He was not taking his eyes off the ball. Because how can I take our eyes off the ball that I spent my childhood days playing with? You get it? So he didn't take his eyes off the ball. This means he was looking at the ball and was imagining all about what happened. Understood? He started looking at the ball. The ball was now in the river, water. And maybe the boy who has lost the ball didn't find it important to bring it back. Maybe he didn't know how to swim. Just these are all assumptions. Is that clear? Or he just kept looking at it in the river. Maybe it's very deep, so he cannot risk swimming in it. That's why he let it float on the surface of the river water. You get it? And he kept looking at the ball. What does it mean? What it means is the ball fell out of his hand, merrily bouncing up and down the street and fell into the river. Now the ball is in the river. He is just only looking. This is how our childhood, this is how the beauty of our childhood disappears from our life. This is not the ball going and falling into the river. This is how the poet spent his early childhood days. His early childhood days was going out of his life, understood, was coming to an end, was disappearing from his life, like the ball was merrily disappearing. The nice time always ends or passes or goes out of our life merrily. Does it go very, we feel sad? In our early childhood, every new day is a source of a very nice time in the childhood. Every new day is full of joy, happiness. So it was the beauty of the childhood disappears from our life happily, isn't it? And the poet is thinking of what? The nice time of his life. The nice time of his childhood days. Looking at the ball means, looking at the ball floating on the river means he is looking at the beauty of his childhood days that disappeared from his life. Understood? How? Happily, merrily, like the ball was bouncing up and down the street and fell into the river. In the same way, or similarly, the poet's beauty of childhood disappeared from his life. Understood? Bouncing up and down. Understood? And went to a place from where it cannot be brought back. Do you get it? Can you have it back again? Can you have the ball again? And even if someone buy me another ball, can I have the same happiness? No. The child is no more a child now. So all he can do now is he can only think of his childhood days, but he cannot bring them back because he is no more a child. Do you understand what I am saying? Can it be brought back again? Can you have it back again? No. That's why the beauty of the ball disappeared. When does the beauty of the ball disappear? As soon as the childhood is over. The boy is now no more a child. So, the beauty of the childhood is only linked to the memories of his childhood. It's just a memory. And you know, memory, what is memory? Memory is a treasure of happiness, isn't it? So, another ball you buy from the market cannot get you what you
back the memories.
had out of playing with a ball that you spent, understood, your early childhood days playing with. You get me? This is what is the poem is all about. Have I given you a very clear idea? Do you think anything lost? So this is the poem. So if I ask you some question, can you answer that? So why do you think the ball is used to express the sorrows of the poet's childhood days?
Because ball
Because it is true that for a child, ball is
everything.
the source of
His happiness.
happiness. What does the ball give a child?
Happiness.
Happiness. How does he get it? By playing with
Playing
it.
with it.
Isn't it? The ball that he plays with gives him happiness. Everlasting happiness. Sometimes our fathers also play with us, and that also adds to the beauty of the play that we do in our childhood days. Isn't it? Fine. This is the reason the ball is used. Okay, fine. So, the game that we play as child, understood, is the subject matter of what?
Happiness.
Yes?
Subject matter.
Of the poem. Okay, fine. Now, why do you think the child will not be happy again if he is given another ball after he lost the original ball? Why cannot a new ball replace the old ball? Understood? If you replace the old ball with a new ball, can it get him what he had? Why? Can he bring back his old memories,
No.
his past life, the happiness of his childhood? Can it? So why? Because
Money.
money is external. External means
Mm, mm,
something that can get you, understood, a new object, but it cannot
Cannot
get
buy
you
the memories back.
associated with the old one. Clear? Like the world takes our nearest and dearest one away from us. However rich you may be, you cannot bring them back again. Can you buy them? If I have lost my father, if I have enough money, is it possible for me to have my father back again? It's impossible. So, this is impossible. So, another question. This, I think, you can very easily answer. Okay. When does the child? Why does a child lose a ball? Balls are always lost. You have to accept. In the one of the lines, balls are always lost. Yes. If they are lost, why do you think you should? Hello.
Mm.
Why do you think you should lose the ball? And is it good to lose the ball?
Mm.
Is it necessary to lose the ball?
No.
Yes. Just to understand the hard realities of life, it is necessary. The beauties of the childhood is not permanent. I'm telling you. Do you want to be child all your life? Don't you want to grow into a man? Mature your feelings? Maybe child is the father of man. Today's child is tomorrow's father. You get it? Do you want your child to be a child all through his life? Do you want him?
No.
You want him to be a father also? Today's child is tomorrow's father. Do you want him to be a father? So we do not want our children to remain children all their life. We want them to grow up. We want them to be a father. We want them to shoulder the responsibility of family life. We want them to be the citizen of country. We want them to take the responsibilities in our absence. So what is this poem talking about? The poem is talking about the truth of life. Understood? Maybe it is very hard to accept the reality of life, but sooner or later everybody has to accept the truth, the reality of life. Be it very bitter. Understood? But the bitter truth is that everybody has to leave this world and their children has to, either they like the absence of their parents or not, but they have to cope up with the pain of separation. They have to accept the absence of their parents, to be parents to the new children that they are going to bring. You get it? So this is what? This is the truth of life. The poem teaches us the truth of life, which all of us cannot deny. Isn't it? So it is correct. Understood? So this is the harsh, or this is the reality of life. You cannot deny it. Very good. Can you tell me, why does the poet say that I must not intrude on him? I'm asking you many questions. Oh, are you feeling bad?
No.
Because I have made you understand the poem. I'm sure I have a right to ask you these questions. Isn't it? Okay, now you can answer this question.
The poet say that he do not intrude on him because
Intrude, you know? Do you know the meaning of the word intrude? What? If you don't know, you have to tell me openly, tell me straight. Understood? The word that you don't understand or the words should come straight from your heart. If you have problems understanding, or if you find it difficult to understand the meaning of a word, you please confess. You please at least tell me. I know that the meaning of the word is very simple. You can feel it, but you do not understand. You have to say. Otherwise, you are creating your own problems. This is going to create problems for you in the long run. Do you understand? So actually, intrude means to enter into. Understood?
Another life.
To enter into, or into someone's
Personal
privacy. Privacy means, without taking someone's permission, you are entering into a place without taking someone's permission. If you are prohibited from doing something, you are doing it. That like intruder. Some people who intrude into our country without taking permission, either for job or for citizenship, they have entered this country. You get it? Or security. This is a big country, we need jobs here. They don't feel secure in their country. That's why they enter into this country illegally. Understood? So here the poet says, I could not intrude on him. Why does he say this?
As such a movement because he worked with the boy and learned.
Plain and simple, the boy has lost his father. Or if you explain, I'm just coming to straight, though there is no mention of whether the poet has lost his father or not. But we have come to know. But here you can say the boy has lost his ball. Suppose, what like further? The boy has lost his ball. So the loss of the ball makes him sad. Doesn't it make him feel sad? He feels sad. So you are aware of what the boy has lost, or what made the boy
Lost.
what made the boy feel sad. You are aware of it. Now the boy understood. Now the boy understood what it means to lose something. The boy has understood what it means to lose something. The poet wants that boy understood to understand what the truth of life. This is how the boy can learn, educate him about the fact that life is not only a bed of roses. Life is not only a source of happiness. Life is also what?
The source of
Mixed with. Life is also
mixed with
sorrow. Life is a mixture of
sorrow.
sorrow. It means when he was a boy, to him life was a source of happiness. But when his childhood was over, when he has lost something, he understood the loss has made him understand that what? Life was also a
Sorrow.
source of
Sorrow.
So now it is clear to the poet that, or it is clear to the boy that life is a mixture of
Sorrow.
both
Joy and sorrow.
Is that clear? If you learn the answers to the question this way, and if you learn to answer the question, how I am guiding you, I'm sure that you can write, no? Is it? Good. Another question for you, can I? Or you will hesitate?
No, no.
Okay. Like, do you think, these hard realities of life are important? Means loss is important for a man,
Yes.
right?
What is your question?
Why do you think
Hmm.
loss is important? Loss is a very important important part, understood, of man's life.
Oh.
Sense of loss. Why do you think sense of loss should be felt by each and every individual at some point of time?
A sense of loss means responsibility.
Yes,
Responsibility.
inculcates.
Hmm.
Okay, fine.
And if anything lost, we able to buy a new one. Would never buy back the old things.
Means loss actually teaches us about the hard realities of life.
Yes.
It equips us with what to do and what not to do. Understood? To get over it. That's how we can learn to carry on with what? Right? Thank you. Now, I hope you have understood.
Yes.
Is there any problem
No.
in the poem?
No.
You can answer all the questions.
Yes.
If you have liked the video, please don't hesitate to share it with those you love.